Imagine sitting next to someone at a coffee shop, sharing an elevator, or even clapping for them on a TV game show. They seem ordinary, charming even, but behind that smile lies a dark secret, a predator hiding in plain sight. Welcome to Hidden in Plain Sight, Predators Among Us, where we uncover chilling stories of those who walked among us undetected, leaving behind a trail of devastations from notorious killers to master manipulators. These are the people who blend in seamlessly into our lives, all while committing unspeakable crimes. In this episode, we dive into the story of Edward Wayne Edwards, infamously known as the To Tell the Truth Killer. He was a serial killer, con artist, and master manipulator whose crimes went undetected for decades. How did he get away with it for so long? And who else walks unnoticed among us today? Stay with me if you dare as we pull back the curtains on these hidden predators. Let's begin. Edward Wayne Edwards, the To Tell the Truth Killer. Edward Wayne Edwards was a serial killer, con artist, and master manipulator who evaded justice for decades. He was arrested in 2009 and ultimately linked to at least 5 murders, though some investigators suspect he may have been responsible for dozens more, including high-profile cold cases. His story is especially eerie because in 1972 he appeared on the TV game show To Tell the Truth, presenting himself as a reformed criminal and motivational speaker. In reality, he was still an active murderer. His early life and criminal beginnings. Born in 1933 in Akron, Ohio, Edwards had a troubled childhood. His mother died when he was young, and he was raised in an abusive orphanage. By his late teens, he had already begun a life of theft, fraud, and deception. He traveled across the U.S., committing robberies and schemes, often using fake identities. In the 1950s and 60s, he was in and out of prison for burglary and car theft. However, in 1967, he claimed to have turned his life around. He wrote a book called Metamorphosis of a Criminal, in which he described his supposed transformation from a dangerous fugitive to a reformed family man. This fake redemption story would later land him on national television, all while he continued to kill. His game show appearance, To Tell the Truth, 1972. In May 1972, Edwards appeared on the popular TV game show To Tell the Truth, where contestants had to guess which of 3 guests was telling the truth about their identity. He posed as a reformed criminal, claiming he had been a most wanted fugitive but had turned his life around. The panelists were impressed by his charisma and redemption story. He fooled America into believing he was a rehabilitated man, when in reality he had already committed multiple murders. This chilling TV moment would later become infamous after his arrest. The murders, 1960s to 1996. Although Edwards wasn't arrested for murder until 2009, investigators later linked him to at least 5 confirmed killings. Number 1. The Lover's Lane Murders, Wisconsin, 1980. Victims Tim Hack and Kelly Drew, both 19. The couple disappeared from a wedding reception in Sullivan, Wisconsin. Their bodies were found weeks later, strangled and stabbed. The case remained unsolved for nearly 30 years until DNA linked Edwards to the crime in 2009. Number 2. The Ohio double murder, 1977. Victims Billy Lavaco, 21, and Judy Starbird, 18. The young couple was shot execution style in Ohio. Edwards later confessed to this double murder in 2010. Number 3. The murder of his foster son, 1996. Victim Donnie Boy Edwards, 25. Edwards adopted Donnie Boy, then took out a life insurance policy on him. In 1996, he shot and killed him in a staged suicide to cash in on the insurance money. Some investigators believe he had also been involved in the Zodiac Killer cases, the John Benet Ramsey murder, and even the West Memphis 3, though there's no solid proof for these theories. His arrest, trial, and confession, 2009-2011. Edwards avoided capture for decades, but DNA advances finally linked him to the 1980 Wisconsin murders in 2009. He was 75 years old when arrested. Facing the death penalty, he quickly confessed to 5 murders to avoid execution. He died of natural causes in 2011 before he could serve his life sentence. His legacy and theories. Many true crime investigators believe he killed far more than 5 people, possibly dozens. Some even speculate that Edwards craved notoriety and may have framed others for his crimes. His 1972 TV appearance remains one of the creepiest moments in game show history, a serial killer hiding in plain sight, fooling America with his charm. Thank you for joining me on Hidden in Plain Sight, Predators Among Us. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, and comment for this podcast. It helps me uncover more stories that deserve to be told. Have a case or topic you'd like me to cover? Just reach out to me on all social medias. Remember, the most chilling truths are often hidden in plain sight. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and join me next time as we continue to uncover the predators among us, because sometimes the greatest dangers are the ones you never see coming. Until then, take care and stay safe.